I'll vet out
house right now had I not actually re-signed the lease here as well. So I do have that. I had two things to pay off, and this guy was willing to pay for it, and it's easy peasy. So will I send that to you, Michelle? I have that
yeah,
letter.
send it to me. And then
Okay.
I also do, I want you to finish, but I also want to make a comment when you're done. So yeah,
Okay.
you can send it to
That's
me.
it. I'm done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what I did want to emphasize is that although, so a couple things, I have a whole list here. So
Mm,
with respect to what Johnny said about the VA home loan, I'll be able to help you. I'll vet out an agent in your state where you want to purchase. I'll make sure they're well educated. I'll do some pre-negotiations, like see if we can get you an inspection covered when the time comes. But a lot of sellers are not informed or educated because their listing agent, is not educated with the product. So what I like to do as a buyer's agent is I make sure that the listing agent, and primarily I'm a listing agent, so I know exactly what they're looking for, but I make sure that they're fully educated about the VA home loan. The two most important pieces of being under contract with this type of loan is, and this is what kind of scares the sellers, and there's a lack of understanding, is during the inspection process, the VA home loan has some requirements, some guidelines, right? If they're providing money for this home, there's just things that the agent could look out for so that to make sure that it does pass that the inspection. There's also some appraisers can call certain things out that could prevent the loan from moving forward. So that I feel like is where most of the misconception is. But if you're looking for those things as you're shopping for the house and you just say, hey, before we get our appraiser out here, before we get the inspection, home seller, we would like for you to do these because this is part of the guideline. This is what
mhm.
the VA requires. And at the end of the day, I always tell everybody involved, the check, at the end of the day, when both parties sign at closing,
Mhm.
that loan converts to cash, right? It's going to go into the seller's bank account. And so these loans are, they're just as good as a cash buyer. Your agent just has to know how to communicate that and advocate. And then there's one more thing I wanted to mention. If you do have, I know you have some previous work history. If you do have 401k fund
Mhm.
saved, you can also use that to help purchase a property. That can be your closing costs. So those were the only points that I wanted to highlight.
Okay. With the 401k, I was just told don't ever touch it.
Okay, well,
Try
I
not
mean,
to
that's a
ever.
financial
But yeah,
decision. So,
but good to know. I didn't know that that was an option because the last person that ran my credit history did ask about that, but he didn't explain why.
okay.
Good to know. I thought that me living closer to to a base because I'm out here by Luke Air Force Base. I'm actually trying to get a job back on base. There are more people that are willing to accept the VA home loan, but not every
Yeah,
lender knows what they're doing. So,
100%.
yeah. So that's what
100%.
I'm running into now. It's like, okay, now there's more people that know about it, but not really know about it. Or they're willing to accept it, but they don't know about it. And then even
Yeah.
with the new builds, some of the new builds are just going, yeah, yeah, definitely. And when I do talk to the ones that are the lenders, they don't know too much about the home loan. They're just asking how much you're willing to put down, and then that's when I throw in the whole VA home loan. So yeah.
100%.
And
You're right on point with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
that's the problem you run into, and it's our frustration here. So I served on a board with the VA rep. We spent 3 4 years trying to educate people to make sure they understood what it was. So
Okay.
you
Yeah,
know,
and Johnny's my guy when it comes to the VA home
Okay.
loan. Like he's the one I call. Trust me. I get a lot of questions and I'm
Awesome.
like, Johnny Rojas, go to Johnny.
and
But
and honestly, I love the VA loan. It's my favorite loan by far.
yeah,
I
it
love
is.
that loan, man. So heck yeah. I mean,
A-
if
Yeah,
somebody
because
doesn't know
mine's been
that, you know.
sitting for 20 plus years. So
And
okay.
having an educated lender speak to the listing agent. So when your
Yes.
agent
Okay.
submits your offer, your lender is going to make sure that the listing agent got the offer and is going to educate them as well, right? You have more boots on the ground, more folks advocating for the buyer, your buyer agent, your lender. Like it's a team effort, but
Okay.
you need great lenders like Johnny to communicate why the product is so good and why they absolutely have to accept your offer.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. And so that being said, I'd invite you to take a picture of
Yeah,
this
that's
or
exactly what I was gonna
this.
do right
And
now.
you can always reach out to us, get in touch with us on this one. And
Appreciate
like Michelle said, whenever I have you pre-approved and I know what agent you're working with, whenever they write an offer, I always tell them, copy me in on that offer when you
it. Okay.
submit it. And usually within 3 to 5 minutes of them sending out the email, like, here's our offer, they're going to hear from me. I'll either
Oh,
pick up the phone or send them an email and say, guys, I know I just saw your offer come in on 123 Main Street. I am the lender working on this with them. I have already reviewed them, vetted them, and I understand how this is going. And if you have any questions, you don't need to go to the realtor to ask them questions. You can come straight to
mm,
me. I am the lender, and you and your seller call me directly, and I will answer any questions you have about their ability to close.
perfect. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
that makes you look
Heart to
solid. You know
heart.
what I mean?
Thank you. Okay. Sounds
100%.
good.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate it.
That's about it, guys.
Thank you. I feel
We're
more
done.
confident. No, you guys are awesome. Thank you.
Okay,
No,
awesome.
thank
Well,
you.
Alvia, thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining, Alvia. We do have these webinars on a monthly basis. It's the
Okay.
same time, same the fourth Thursday of every month. That same Zoom link that I shared with you will be
Yeah.
the same link every month. Feel
Okay.
free to share it with any
Yes.
other veterans that want to
Okay.
learn more. And we're always here to answer questions. If it's okay, I'm going to pass your personal info over to Johnny as
Sounds good.
well. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm going to email that
Good.
thing to you. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
Johnny.
Thank you, guys. Take care. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.